Hi, this is my son Nick, my wife Nora, and my daughter Cynthia, who she could make it today. It is a fact that scientists often ask two critical questions. Are you familiar with the phenomenon of climate change? And do you notice the current trend of increasing temperatures worldwide? After conducting excessive research, it has been established that human activity is responsible for climate change since 1950. Today, I'm going to talk about climate change. I am here to address any questions you may have and provide balanced analysis of their advantage and disadvantage, and why human consumption has been the number one problem worldwide of global warming. According to an article by Common Breed Analysis, because scientists think 100% of global warming is due to human activities, the article declares that the number problem is human greenhouse gas emissions and other human activities. The concept is to raise awareness about the fact that in the coming decades it will be difficult for us to survive on our planet. The issue of engagement remains a persistent and challenging problem. In my speech today, I will discuss three critical points: climate change, the advantages and disadvantages of human actions, and potential solutions. Advantages educated individuals about climate change can cover the way for a better future for generations to come. However, disadvantage is imperative that any human activity is meticulously planned and supported by scientific evidence. Let me begin by providing a full explanation of climate change. Allow me to start by giving you a detailed explanation of climate change. The occurrence of climate change is closely linked to human consumption, burning fossils at home. NASA successfully analyzed the climate change are vital to survive. Trapping greenhouse and atmosphere allows the heat from the sky to the space. Fossil fuels like dangerous carbon dioxide and methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons has been created by human activity, natural process, natural volcanic eruptions. Climate change is largely caused by greenhouse effect, which involves the trapping of heat in the atmosphere by greenhouse gases. This has led to an increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide, which has risen by almost 50% since 1950. Due to the industries, reliance on these fossil fuels. Next, I will discuss my second point, the effects of global warming on the environment and humanity. I am going to examine the negative impacts of burning fossil fuels, harmful in humans, particularly in terms of how it is released greenhouse gas emissions that can drastically affect weather patterns. In a 2019 article by Chen Harvard TH, it was suggested that educating the public could put an end to environment destruction. Burning of fossil fuels known to release harmful pollutants that are responsible for causing health issues such as early death, heart attacks, respiratory disorders, asthma, and absenteeism at school and work. These pollutants are also linked to conditions like autism and Alzheimer's disease lethal for humans. The impact of climate change poses a risk for all of us, but certain communities are more vulnerable to policy decisions and the industry actions. Our usage of burning natural gas in homes and the increasing prevalence of burning natural gas has overtaken the coal industry. Pollution from fossil fuels is the leading cause of the climate change patterns in many regions. Finally, moving into my third point, I'll be discussing the potential repercussions of global warming and solutions. My main focus is on emphasizing the crucial significance of reducing carbon dioxide and methane emissions by utilizing alternative methods of transportation, such as using electric cars, as well as adopting electric stoves for domestic use. The effects of human activity is a critical issue for both ecosystems and communities. Climate change impact reports that there is still hope to prevent irreversible damage by limiting global warming and reducing emissions to zero as soon as possible. One way to achieve this is by investing in new technologies such as electric cars, which can significantly reduce emissions and improve human health. According to climate change's impacts, the global temperature has increased by approximately 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit from 1901 to 2020 over the last century. Sea levels have been rising at a rate of 1.7 millimeters per year. Glaciers have shrinking by around 60 feet since 1980, while the Arctic Sea ice coverage has reduced by about 40% since 1979. Carbon dioxide levels have also risen by 25% since 1958 and 40% since the Industrial Revolution. These are all factual findings. Therefore, to make a change, we can start at home by replacing our traditional wood-burning stoves with electric ones and switching to electric fireplace. In order to clearly express my position on climate changes, it is important for me to provide a brief summary of the key elements. The world is at risk due to climate change caused by human consumption of fossil fuels and other human activities. However, we have the power to make the change and we take responsibility and do our part. In my speech, I stress an absolute importance to recognize the dangers of climate change and the inevitable consequences of ignoring it. It is absolutely essential that we take immediate action to prevent any further destruction. I hope you have a clear understanding of the reasons behind the climate change crisis and your personal perspective of this issue. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.